Once again, a very good morning, everyone. If you saw my yesterday's vlog, you would know that we had traveled from Thimphu to Punakha yesterday, stopping by the Lawa La Pass. And at night, we checked into this beautiful resort known as the Dhumra Farm Resort. Right now, it is almost 6 a.m. Um, we woke up very early today because we wanted to explore this property before everyone wakes up, or the early morning vibe. Basically, we wanted to feel it. So right now, we are just walking around this property and just look at that. It is completely silent, not a soul in view, and we're just walking around. On the right hand side, mostly there are mulberry trees. The fruit are already harvested, as we got to know yesterday. And here you can see limes also, various kind of limes. I don't know what kind of fruit exactly this is. Maybe some kind of a pomelo. Probably I'll check with the owner. Uh, but mostly mulberries here. Little details like the artwork on the gate, bells on the keyring, and the cozy reading nook by the restaurant all come together to give this place its charming rustic vibe. All houses in Bhutan are designed in a symmetrical manner to create an aesthetic harmony with their surroundings. They feature distinctive geometrical patterns and intricate artworks that make them truly unique. In case you are wondering, that's a pomegranate tree. There's the Punakha in all its glory. You can see apricots here. They are still tender. They have a few different categories of room in this property, and we are staying in the deluxe category. So the room that you see just beside the entrance gate, that is where we are staying. And as I had already shown, that room provides a beautiful view of the Punakha right from the room. In this resort, you will feel that you are being hugged by the nature from all sides, because there are so many gardens, so many orchards, so much of greenery all around, that it's like, a refreshing change from the city life.
Oh,
I don't know whether you can see or not, but there are 5 to 6 kittens playing in this area. So the house cat has given birth to these kittens, and I tried to pet them, but they will not let you touch them. Hmm. That's an interesting piece of artwork made with dried pine cones, tiny unripe tomatoes in the vegetable patch. There are a few ripe ones too here and there. That's a pear tree, and there are lots of fruits in this tree. And behind this section is the staff quarter, you can see. And I think one of the most beautiful sections in the garden is this, where the prayer flags are. You feel a deep sense of calmness and peacefulness when you come here. I love waking up early during the vacations. The quiet, peaceful morning offer a chance to take in the beauty of the surrounding before the world wakes up. And there is something magical about those early morning hours that make the vacation experience feel even more special. I'll head back to the room now to get ready. We will start for Phobjika today around 8:30 because we have a long way to go and we are not staying in Phobjika. We'll come back to Punakha. So I'll get going. We had requested them to set up our breakfast outside, and that is what is getting arranged right now. When we came back, we saw that Mr. Sangi was offering prayers at this place. While we are from different religions, but still the culture feels so much same, like the rituals, the way we do pujas, it's almost same. Breakfast in Dhumra is an experience in itself. Do ask for arranging your breakfast at the seating area overlooking the Zong. It's very pleasant in the morning. And just look at this view. You will feel like a king with the spread that they serve you. There are toasts, pancakes, buckwheat pancakes, fresh fruit juices, fresh jams from their farm. You'll have bruschetta, roasted vegetables, omelets if you need. And there are a variety of things that they will serve you. The menu keeps changing every day, and I would recommend that you don't miss out on this chance of having a wonderful breakfast at Dhumra. Today's plan is to travel from Punakha to Phobjika, covering a distance of 79 kilometers each way, and return to Punakha after the sightseeing. No matter the time of the day, Punakha Zong always looks magical to me. Just look at this view. So, as I said that today we are going to cover a distance of 80 kilometers from Punakha to Phobjika, and interestingly we are also going to gain some height. So from an elevation of 4,200 feet, we will be reaching Phobjika at 9,800 feet. I'm not sure if we are going to get any temperature difference over there, but let's see. That is the confluence point. The Phochu and the Mochu river meet at this point to form the Punasangchu river, also known as the Sangposh river, which is originating in Bhutan, and it flows into the Brahmaputra river in the state of Assam in India. In recent years, the river has also become the site of a major hydroelectric project, which is an initiative to harness its natural water resources for sustainable energy production. That is the farmers' market in Punakha, similar to the Kaja Throng that we saw in Thimphu. The first thing that Funsho would ask us every day is what we would like to eat for lunch that day. So when we take a package tour for Bhutan, usually the package includes breakfast by default. And if you want dinner, you can add that to your package at an additional cost. Now, lunch is not included in your package. The reason is simple that entire day you will be doing multiple sightseeings, so there is no definite place that you will have some food. You can just have it anywhere you like, and that is the reason why lunch is not included in your package. So for lunch you have two options. One is a la carte, wherein you can choose anything from the menu, and the other option is somewhat like a thali system that we have in India, where you can go for a set menu. Most of the time it will offer local foods, like typical Bhutanese local food. And in case they are having something like a dahi or a dal, so you can check that with that respective restaurant if they do serve any of those Indian food. But most of the time if you go for a local Bhutanese meal, they will not have those options. So just be mentally prepared when you go for a set menu in Bhutan. Now, as you can see, we are not anymore in the valley. We have gained quite a lot of height, and the scenery has magically transformed, just looking breathtaking once again. greenery everywhere. It's beautiful sunny day, and one thing that I'm noticing, this particular route from Punakha to Phobjika, which I had also heard before, that it is a very beautiful road. Indeed, it is. As you can see, everywhere that you look, there are beautiful views that you are just, seeing right here on the screen. We left the valley behind some time ago, and now we have gained quite a bit of elevation. The scenery has completely changed. Tall mountains stretch before us, draped in various shades of green. The temperature also has dropped a bit, adding to the freshness in the air. I had heard a lot about how breathtaking the drive from Punakha to Phobjika is, but now that I am seeing it for myself, I can confidently say that it is even more beautiful than I had imagined. Most of the times when I have seen people planning for a Bhutan tour, I have seen that they do not include Phobjika as one of the destinations in their plan. Now, I particularly wanted to go even beyond Phobjika, but since we were visiting for the first time, and that too in the rainy season, so I did not want to take a chance, because the route till Bumthang is well known for landslides during the rains. So this time we did not try that. But if you are planning for a Bhutan trip, not in the rainy season, in the suppose in summer or after the rains, then you can definitely try to include Phobjika and Bumthang in your itinerary. So the way you should do is that you can start from Thimphu or Paro, stay 2 days over there, and then you can move to Punakha. And from Punakha, again in Punakha you can spend 2 days, and from Punakha you can go to Phobjika, stay overnight in Phobjika, and then move to Bumthang. Over there you can stay either 1 day or a couple of days, and then you can return either back to Paro or to Thimphu and then back to India. See, there is something I wanted to highlight here. Typically, if you look up on Google, it will tell you that the best season to visit Bhutan is in between September to May, because that is when the weather is at its best. And June second week onwards, they say it is the rainy season. So typically off season in other terms. And because of certain circumstances, we could not travel before the first week of June, and that is when we are right now traveling in Bhutan. But surprisingly, we have not got any rain, and the weather is just perfect. I mean, it's cloudy, it's sunny, it is green, it is surreal. So basically, based on my experience, I would say if you really want to find that sweet spot between beautiful nature, greenery, plus very less amount of crowd or tourist, then I think the shoulder season is a really nice time to visit to Bhutan, because the weather is just perfect, and you will not find crazy crowds everywhere, so you can be at very much of peace. And obviously, one of the other good things is that the prices of the hotels are much cheaper if you come at off season. So definitely give this a consideration. Now we have reached the fringes of Phobjika Valley, and as you can see, we can see some of those village homes on our way. This place has a beautiful old world charm, and I'm really liking it. Phobjika Valley, also known as Gangtey Valley, is a beautiful bowl-shaped glacial valley located against a background of the Black Mountains. And literally, if you look at the mountains, they look black. So it's a treat for those with a deep love for nature and wildlife. Now we are entering into the premises of the 17th century monastery. They have a small parking outside where we will park and get inside. Phobjika Valley is ecologically important as it serves as the home for the endangered black-necked crane that migrates to this area during the winter months. And it is said that when the black-necked cranes arrive each year, they circle 3 times above the monastery before finding their roosts in the valley below. Native to Tibet, this endangered species traveled to Bhutan to escape the extreme winters in Tibet. And being a valley, Phobjika has relatively warmer temperatures, at least 6 to 10 degrees higher.
Gangtey Monastery and then belongs to the Nyingma sect of Buddhism. So I told you like there's a 4 type of Buddhism, right? So then this belongs to the Nyingma tradition and Nyingma sect of Buddhism, and then it was built here in 1613 by the Gelse Pema Chinde, the first come to Tiku.
Okay.
So the Tiku meaning like the reincarnated. We call like Tiku. He was the head of this like monastery, and then so he built this one in 1613.
Okay.
And they are the descendant of the Pema Lingpa. Pema Lingpa means the great master known as treasure revealers, so who happened to be in the 15th century.
Okay.
And then even our king, so they belongs to the descendant of the Pema Lingpa.
Oh, okay.
And then in 2000, it took some time because like it was recently done with maintenance. It's still going on.
Still going on, yeah. They're building something over here.
Those sites, the constructions are for the monks' residence.
Okay.
The monks, they stay at the site here. This temple monastery, it's in the form of the fortress. See? The tower in the middle. So it consists of the main temple here.
Right.
And then the side, we have like the residential place for the monk. And then over here, so that the crane festival been celebrated here in November 11.
Okay.
We just go around.
Yeah.
One of the very important the seat of power for the Nyingma tradition of Buddhism.
The birds you are hearing right now are crows cawing. As per the legend, it's said that when Pema Lingpa envisioned the future site of the monastery, he prophesied that the location would become a gathering place for cranes, symbolizing the purity and sanctity of the area. This prophecy has come true, and now the cranes visit annually to Gangtey. The annual Black-necked Crane Festival is held every year on November 11 by the Royal Society for the Protection of Nature. This is to generate awareness on the importance of conserving these endangered cranes. Residents in the Phobjika Valley revere and protect these graceful creatures whose presence is thought to bring abundant harvest and prosperity. This festival has now become a part of the local culture in Phobjika, attracting both local and international visitors.
In the lunchtime, they ring the bell.
So that everyone gathers.
Yes, ring the bell.
In a monastery, the ringing of bells signal important moments throughout the day. When the bells sound, monks gather for communal activities such as a meal, prayer, and meditation. Inside the monastery, there are beautiful statues of Guru Rinpoche and other deities. There are also elaborate holy images and frescoes in the various buildings of the Gangtey Gompa. It's the lunchtime for the monks, and as you can see, they are all carrying simple bowls of food, likely making their way to the dining hall.
Hello.
The monastery is painted with durable special mineral paints, locally called the serene. The temperature here was slightly cold. A jacket was comfortable, and by the time we came out of the prayer hall, it had started to drizzle a bit. Perched atop a hill, overlooking the idyllic Phobjika Valley, Gangtey Gompa exudes a sense of timeless tranquility. This monastery is renowned for its unique Bhutanese architecture and panoramic views of the valley below. We really loved being in Gangtey Monastery. This particular monastery has a very different vibe, or you can say aura, compared to what we see in the Thimphu or Punakha. So there is by default, the moment you step into this monastery, you will feel a sense of peace. That ancient vibe is so surreal. Like, if you are someone who likes to be in the presence of some ancient buildings or structures, then this place is perfect for you. And what can I say about the beauty? The beauty of this valley is beyond words. The setting of the monastery perched on top of a hill is actually, adds to that vibe of beautiful nature all around. So if you have a few days which you can spare in your itinerary, do plan a visit to Phobjika. I'm sure it will not disappoint you. Honestly, if you are someone who seeks vibrant attractions or a lot of excitement, Phobjika may not be your kind of a destination. But if you are a nature enthusiast who enjoys peaceful moments surrounded by natural beauty, this valley has a plenty to offer. Some of the experiences that you can have at Phobjika Valley includes obviously Gangtey Monastery, the valley's spiritual heart, where you must spend some time if you visit this place. The second place that you can go is the Black-necked Crane Center. You can learn about the rare migratory black-necked cranes that visit this valley every winter and get a closer look at these majestic birds if you are coming during that time. Phobjika Valley offers several walking and hiking trails that allow you to explore its scenic beauty, lush greenery, and stunning vistas. One of the most famous trail is the Gangtey Nature Trail, which is like a very moderate kind of a trail, 4 kilometers overall, and anyone without any physical disabilities can easily do this trek. Then obviously you can go around the Phobjika village. It's a quaint village where you can experience traditional Bhutanese life and enjoy interactions with the locals. One of the truly authentic and enriching experience in Phobjika is having a meal at a local farm. Surrounded by lush green fields and towering mountains, you will be treated to a farm-to-table dining experience. The food is freshly harvested, organic, and prepared with traditional Bhutanese flavors. So expect to enjoy simple yet hearty dishes like red rice, emadachi, potatoes, farm fresh vegetables, etc. And sharing a meal with the local family in their rustic home adds a personal touch to the experience, allowing you not only to taste the food but also connect with the people and the culture of the valley. You can definitely check with your tour guide or your tour operator to arrange such a meal with the locals, because it is a truly unique experience. We will be doing that in a bit. Right now we are heading towards the Black Crane Conservation Center. Phobjika Valley feels like a scene straight out of a fairy tale, with natural beauty that rivals the scenic charm of the Swiss Alps. Funsho mentioned how this resembles Switzerland, and I couldn't agree more, though I have never been to Switzerland. And like an excited kid, I couldn't stop recording. I was trying to capture every bit of the stunning views that were simply too beautiful to miss. Each turn revealed a new breathtaking view, and I wanted to capture every moment of this picture-perfect valley. That's why I'm trying not to edit out most of the footage from our visit to Phobjika, because I want you to truly experience the essence of this place. Many tourists skip over spots like Bhutanese or Phobjika in their itineraries, but I believe that unless you explore these areas, you won't fully grasp Bhutan in its most authentic form. These places offer a deep connection to the roots of the actual Bhutanese culture. And I have said it before and I'll say it again, You should absolutely dedicate a few days to include Phobjika or Bumthang in your plans. We have now arrived at the Black-necked Crane Conservation Center. So we'll just pay the ticket fees and get inside. This center features an aviary and an education center. Tourists mainly come here to see the two rescued black-necked cranes, Karma and Pema. So, the story is that amid the usual routine on a fine winter day of 2016, a juvenile crane was found with a severely fractured wing and was unable to fly. So, with the help of locals, the officials rescued the injured crane and moved to a temporary shed. Later, the crane was named as Karma. With immense support provided by the locals and international donors, Karma got his new permanent home in 2018 when an aviary was built. That is magnificent Karma strutting around. He was brought when he was about 6 months old. Today he wears a red crown patch indicating adulthood. And it was impossible to find a companion for Karma as he was injured. But in a strange twist of fate, in 2021, another injured black-necked crane was rescued from a pack of stray dogs in Trongsa and brought to this center. He was named as Pema by the Queen Mother. The bonding process between the two cranes took almost a month, and now they have become friends and are often found playing together and eating together. The locals believe that because cranes have a pure soul, hence Karma was blessed with a soulmate to end his 5-year loneliness. Just look how majestic these birds look. While this center survives mainly on the generous donations from its supporters, if there is more cranes who are coming in the future injured and are not able to fly, then the center would need to expand this aviary, and for that they need further more generous donations. So if you happen to come to this place and you want to donate, you can contact the officials and they will help you out with that. That's a washroom, and probably this is the only washroom which is in such a picturesque place. Right now I'm sitting across from the washroom, and down below you can see a crowd of people gathered to snap photos of the valley. Okay, so yes, I admit I am guilty of the same. I came down to capture the stunning view. I'm not sure if the camera is able to do justice, but my eyes are certainly feasting on this breathtaking landscape. It's absolutely incredible. You probably wouldn't have believed me if I told you that one of the best spots to photograph Phobjika Valley is behind a small washroom, but that's exactly why I'm showing this to you. If you ever visit this place, make sure to take a few steps down here. This spot offers some of the best views you'll find here. The Black-necked Crane Education Center is just located beside the aviary. This center, run by the Royal Society for the Protection of Nature, plays a vital role in monitoring the crane population, raising awareness, and educating locals and visitors about the importance of protecting this endangered species. The center offers informative displays and interactive exhibits about the black-necked cranes, their migration patterns, and the importance of their conservation. Next, we saw a very informative movie regarding the black-necked cranes and their preservation measures. Unfortunately, the power went out and we could not finish the film, but it was a really interesting one.
But this will change in the coming weeks. It's the middle of October and everyone's waiting for the cranes. In this small kingdom, they are called birds of heaven.
These cute little paper crane installations remind me of childhood days. Now we are proceeding towards the observation gallery, and here you can see there are many informative photographs on display which you can read peacefully and get some in-depth idea about this conservation center and the conservation methods. So here we are at the deck, and as you can see there are many powerful telescopes placed at vantage points from which you can get a great view of the entire valley or the roosting ground of the black-necked cranes when they arrive in winter. So I could not see any cranes obviously because I was traveling in June, but I could spot a few cows and horses in the field. And here there is some artifacts that they sell, so you can collect some souvenir from this point. Some more shot of the paper cranes on our way out. I really can't believe how cute they look. Now we are off to our next destination, that is enjoying a meal at a local farmhouse. Funsho pointed out that we can actually see the farmhouse we are heading to from this crane center. But we could not really spot it. It may be among some of those houses which you can see in the middle. So a quick fun fact, in Bhutan, government buildings typically have red roofs, while the residential and commercial houses are distinguished by their green roofs. I have only seen photos of Switzerland, yet I cannot help but repeatedly compare this valley to the Swiss countryside. For those of you who have visited Switzerland, if you are watching this video, do let me know in the comments. Don't these charming houses, wooden fences and rolling green fields bear an uncanny resemblance to the Swiss landscape? If you agree, let me know in the comments. Now we have reached the farmhouse where we are going to have lunch, and the whole setting looks so rustic. That's the owner of the farmhouse who is waiting to welcome us into his home.
Hello. Kuzum.
We say hello, and in Bhutanese they would greet us with Kuzuzampola as a welcoming gesture. Meet the grandma of the house. Isn't she so cute? This is where we are going to have our food, and everything is getting set up. The food is already prepared, they will be just serving.
Margie can't sit, right?
Margie,
I'm trying.
she can try, otherwise she has to sit
on
there.
the sofa, so fine. Because farmhouse means like making you experience.
Exact farmhouse.
Yeah, so the traditional life of Bhutanese. So nice.
In Bhutan, traditional meals are enjoyed while sitting on the ground. Sitting on the ground fosters a sense of community and equality as everyone eats at the same level, and it also symbolizes respect for one another and for the food being shared. Additionally, it is believed to promote mindfulness and gratitude during the meals, aligning with Bhutan's spiritual values and connection to nature. Traditionally in Bengal also, in the olden times, we used to sit in the ground and have our food. And also if you look at the other parts of India, like in Kashmir, Vazwan is typically a meal which is enjoyed sitting on the ground with the community.
So as per our culture, so Yes, so like the mother will serve the food.
Okay. I will have little, this much. I will just taste. I'll just taste.
Salted tea. Normal milk tea.
With every traditional meal that we had in Bhutan, we were served either butter tea or normal milk tea.
No, that's it. I'll just taste.
I don't want
She doesn't want. Oh, thank you so much.
And the chicken curry.
Okay.
What is the
Help yourself.
Oh, we can help ourselves?
what is this? This is
This is sabdachi. Sabdachi meaning the sab means Spanish.
This is spinach.
Cheese curry.
Okay, what is that?
Chili cheese curry.
Chili cheese curry. Okay.
what is that?
Cabbage.
Cabbage.
Cauliflower.
Oh, cauliflower. Yeah.
Cauliflower.
Cauliflower and cabbage also.
Cabbage, yes, mix.
There is cabbage. I can see.
This is I think cheese.
Oh, cabbage and cheese.
Yes.
Oh, cabbage and then
And that is the potato.
Oh, that is kevadachi.
potato curry. No cheese there.
Oh, just potato curry. We'll just have. Oh, it's hot.
No.
This one, this.
Yeah, that's fine. We can handle it. No issues. She's experimenting on me. She's telling me you taste and then you tell me. This potato is so delicious.
You want to have cheese chili?
Yes, I will have that. You take it, then I will. Oh,
Okay, let me help you there. Oh, this one is fine.
yeah. Wait, I'll take it later on.
So I've asked them to prepare more veg items.
That is great. That is good.
Each dish feels like a piece of home, simple, wholesome, and full of flavor. Everyone is talking, eating, and laughing, sharing stories. It feels like I have been teleported back in time to when we were kids. Meal times like this not only nourishes the body, but also strengthens the bond of the family, making every bite taste a little more special. Like many farmhouses in Bhutan, this farmhouse also has an option to stay. So if you want, you can stay over here.
The farm is here.
And this is the greenhouse.
Then greenhouse potato field is here. They have a potato
Oh,
field.
so big potato field.
What is the harvest time of potato?
October. Early autumn season.
Okay. Everything is nice. You stay in such a beautiful place.
Now the owner of this place is going to take us on a tour of his potato farm.
Oh, we are here in the field.
These are the red potatoes or white potatoes.
Kyo mapi madma? Metu. Those red flowers
Are for red potato. And white flowers are for white potato.
Yeah. Here all mix, I think. The rain is there, right? And but only thing is they have to do a weeding, and then they have to spread fertilizer or like this. Yes.
Along with the lady of the house, the owner had also prepared a couple of dishes that we were served for lunch, especially the chicken stir fry and the potato stir fry with local chili powder was one of our favorites. So here mom is trying to get that recipe from the owner. The time seems to slow down in this place, and you feel like you truly belong here forever. Honestly, I don't want to even leave this place, but as with all good things, this too must come to an end. And it's time for us now to say our goodbyes. Goodbye, Phobjika, goodbye, Gangtey, and farewell to the wonderful people of this valley. I promise to you all, this isn't goodbye for long. I'll be back soon.
This is the valley.
The fields looked so inviting that we had to stop here. And Funsho was telling us that as a kid he used to stay in this valley. He was pointing us to the football ground, to his school, and all that stories he was telling.
And then we used to let's come to school here by walking. And in summer,
We both sat down on the grass and it felt incredibly soft, like we were sitting on a lush green carpet. This is the first time we are seeing Sange take any photos. Eventually, we all sat down on the grass and we just spent like 15-20 minutes sitting there doing nothing before we started again. That is the black-necked crane observatory where we were in the afternoon. Here you can see some more potato fields. We hadn't quite noticed this while we were coming, but almost every alternate house that we are seeing has a small or large potato patch in front of their homes, and greenhouses as well. With the abundance of farming that you see all around, Phobjika truly embodies the essence of a farming village. Let's now sit back, relax, and enjoy the scenic ride back to Punakha. We have now stopped at the Lawa La Pass, a 3,360 meter high Himalayan mountain pass that acts as the gateway to the Phobjika Valley and is also the highest point on the road between Punakha and Phobjika. While it may not be as well known as Lawa La Pass, but it still offers stunning views. And at the top you will find a stupa surrounded by fluttering prayer flags, creating a very peaceful atmosphere. And there are a couple of local shops who are selling some handmade items like shawl, knickknacks, tablecloths, bags, etc. So if you want, you can purchase from there, but I felt that the options are a little limited. We have resumed our journey. There was a short spell of rain we experienced at the Lawa La Pass, but now it has stopped. As we descended from Lawa La Pass, we began to notice a strange squeaking noise coming from the car. Sange even got out to check and tried to figure out what was wrong, but couldn't pinpoint the issue. So when we got closer to Wandue Phodang town, he decided to make a pit stop at the mechanic shop to get it checked. And that seemed like a reasonable decision, especially since we had a long journey ahead the next day from Punakha to Paro. So if the car had any technical issues, it was best to get it addressed right away. We had to wait more than 30 minutes at the mechanic shop to get the issue fixed. And while Funsho and Sange were doing it, we were just strolling around the premise. It was very dusty, it was very hot, but look at this majestic view of the Wandue Phodang Zong that we had from the mechanic shop. And finally we are done. Now we are heading back to our hotel. The view of this Zong is so majestic, and as per the history, when Zabdrung was in Chimilukhan at Punakha, an old cripple approached him and told him that if he built a Zong in Wandue Phodang on the ridge that resembled a sleeping elephant, he would unite the country. And that is why he had built this Zong. This Zong was destroyed by the fire in 2012 and later reconstructed. But if you look at it now, you will really not guess that it was destroyed. We are now back in Dhumra, and after freshening up, I have ordered for my favorite lemon honey tea. So the sunset, as usual, it's surreal, it's so peaceful. Our tea has arrived. I can't help but wonder how they managed to make this tea look like liquid gold in a cup. One of my favorite things while we were at Dhumra was to sit at this place and just enjoy the surroundings. The evening teas were, an added bonus, but nonetheless, any time of the day, I used to love sitting at this place. We were feeling mixed emotions. Sadness that our stay at Dhumra was coming to an end, but also happiness knowing that the memories we created here would be unforgettable. It was a moonlit night and the sky was looking very beautiful. We decided to take a walk around the property one last time after sunset because tomorrow we are going to check out early morning, and this property had almost become a home for us. Whether it's day or whether it's night, I think the beauty or the charm of this quaint place will never leave my heart. And if you need a lot of peace, just doing nothing, maybe you don't even want to go sightseeing, you can come here and stay for a couple of days, just relaxing and enjoying their amazing hospitality. The dinner menu was as usual very elaborate, just like yesterday, and it had a lot of veg options. It had only one non-veg option, but that was because we were loving the dishes prepared from the fresh ingredients of their garden. It was amazing and we really enjoyed the food. Because we were going to miss this view from tomorrow, we spent a considerable amount of time sitting and looking at the Punakha song by the night. It was cold, but we didn't mind because we wanted to capture as much as we can before we call it a day. See you tomorrow when we travel from Punakha to Paro. Thank you for watching.